Hello, it's Jeff for Budget PTCG here. It's been a while since I've posted anything because I've been waiting for live to become available to everybody, which their Pokemon's taking their time with that. So just wanted to make a video, partly just to remind myself of how to do it because I forget over time, and just to throw. I've been playing this Entei deck that I think is kind of interesting, and just want to put it out there as a suggestion for people to work on because I think it's a pretty good deck. It probably needs a little bit of work on it still, but it's pretty good the way it is. So just do a little deck overview here, and then play a game or two, so you can see the deck in action. So the engine for the deck, as I'll walk through, is the Bibarel. So you have two Bidoof, two Bibarel, and the Bibarel lets you draw till you have 5 cards in hand once per turn. If you have both Bibarels in play, you can use each one. Now, since you're drawing cards, my Pokemon search then are the discarding Quick Ball, which discards 1 for a basic, and Ultra Ball. I have 3 of those, which discards 2 for any Pokemon. And it's with Ultra Ball is the only search for Bibarel. That's the only evolution Pokemon I have. Everything else is searchable with Quick Ball. I have 1 Crobat V, which with a Dark Asset ability, which you're probably familiar with, where you can draw. You have 6 in hand. That's just a way to kind of help the deck get going, especially in the early game. Entei V is the main attacker. It's 230 HP. And it's basically like Suicune. It's got fleet-footed ability, where if it's in the active, you can draw a card. There's a tendency to forget to use that ability, so I always use it, and generally use it early in the turn since it's a random draw card. So try to sequence that optimally, something I'm always working on doing. And then the attack here, Burning Rondo, does 20 plus 20 per bench Pokemon, yours and your opponent's, which it's difficult to one-shot big Pokemon, and therefore what I'm doing with this is making more of a defensive deck where it's difficult for my opponent to one-shot my Entei, because I can get up to 300 or 320 HP pretty easily. I'll show you that in a minute. But walk through the Pokemon first. I play a couple Moltres, 2 of those, and its Inferno Wings does 20 damage plus 70 more if it has any damage counters on it. Which is easy to get onto with Magma Basin. That accelerates an energy to a Pokemon on the bench, a fire Pokemon, and it puts 2 damage counters on it. So therefore, it's easy to get off 90, which will take out like a Sobble, Drizzile type Chinchino Pokemon, which is useful in the game. So it's a very useful Pokemon to take out a couple. Some single prize or here and there, or to finish something off if you come out short. Now, a key Pokemon for this deck I found is Talonflame V. What I've decided, because with the Stadium, I'll just talk about the Magma Basin here. You can attach a fire energy from the discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon on once per turn. And then you put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Now, the Pokemon XLH2 has to be on the bench, and therefore having a pivot Pokemon I found is very important with this deck. Having to get a switch or even like an air balloon I found to be unreliable with this deck. So therefore having a pivot with Talonflame is what I do. It's 190, so it's a little weak for a V. That's unfortunate, but it's free retreat. And that Fast Flight is a useful attack, which you can use it if you go first, which is unusual. It's one of the few Pokemon that can attack on your first turn going first. For 1 energy, you discard your hand and draw 6. So that can be a good way if you go first and you're set up pretty well. And you don't need the cards in your hand. You discard and get a fresh 6 cards. Can start your game off well. And occasionally, the Bright Wing attack is used also at times. 160, discard an energy. And 1 Lumineon with Luminous Sign, just for the ability. When you play it onto the bench, you can search your deck for a supporter. So it's the one way to... Bibarel's a nice draw, but it just gets you cards in general. If you want this, and Crobat also gets you cards, but again, general cards, not knowing what they are, this will get you a specific card. It has to be a supporter, but searching out a boss, a Marnie, research on when you need it. So that's a very useful thing in the game. I play Echoing Horn, one of those. It allows me to put a basic Pokemon from my opponent's discard pile onto their bench. Can kind of clog things up for them potentially on their bench, and also it's there to increase the damage done by Entei by 20, because it increases its damage. I had some switching. I have 1 Escape Rope, where my opponent switches, they get to choose, and I switch mine, and then 3 switch also, because at times you need to get a Bibarel out or something like that too. So so those are useful cards to have. I play the 4 Quick Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, like I said, the 4 Magma Basin, because that's key, 4, because you need it to stick. I play 4 Boss, 4 Marnie, and 4 Research, and 1 Raihan. Although I gotta say, I not always using the Raihan that often, because you have Magma Basin to accelerate, and I only need 2 energy except for Talonflame to attack with. The energy acceleration is not that important, but pulling out like a Cape or a Heat Fire Energy at times, it's that draw card is often what's more useful. It's a tanky build I've gone for here because the Entei doesn't one-shot big Pokemon, but then I can generally often make it so it doesn't get one-shot itself, and that really helps with the game. So Cape of Toughness, Entei's a basic, so it adds 50 HP, very, very useful. 3 of those, and 2 Choice Belt, which does 30 more to the active Pokemon V. So there's an option there. You'll want to wait till you know what to play. Choosing the right one at the right time is important. 8 Basic Fire, which is what the Magma Basin can accelerate, and then 4 Heat Fire, and that is fire energy, and it provides an extra 20 HP to your Pokemon. So with the Entei, if I 230, if I get 2 Heat Fires, 250, 270, and then the Cape, that's at 270, 320. So you'll get there like 300, 320 on a regular basis with the Entei. So therefore, it's a tanky Pokemon, and that's part of the success of the deck. So I'm going to jump into the versus ladder here and give the deck a go. If I win the coin toss, I will choose to go first with this deck. As with most decks, you want to set up. It helps you get a Bidoof for 2 down, so you can hopefully get a Bibarel set up, as well as getting energy in play and such. So I've won the coin toss. I will go first. I played this deck a lot a couple weeks ago. I haven't played it as much recently, so I will start the Entei. Don't want to bench the Lumineon because that draws when I play it, and I don't really want to play it down this turn at all. I'm up against a mill deck. I'm up against Durant probably, so that's not great. We will see how things go here. So I'll have to be careful with discarding and hopefully get up and start attacking quickly. I'm less likely to want to use Talonflame's ability attack turn 1 because I need to preserve cards. And they're going to want to boss me around, so I don't want to overbench here. So I'm going to, I'll use the ability, do that first. I have my stadium, but do I want to use it yet? I think I want to attach to the active. Do I want to throw down a barrel? I don't think I do. I think I just want to do this and pass because they're going to really mess me up, I think, because that's going to be their goal, is to get me stuck in an awkward position. So the question I had, and I don't know if I made the right call, was should I Ultra Ball for a Bidoof? Because I do need a Bibarel if I'm going to draw, but since I want to go slowly through the deck, I just want to set up and start attacking. Just need 1 more energy in play, and I can probably be one-shotting the Pokemon. Durant is a grass type, so it's weak to fire, so I won't have any problem knocking them out. So I lost the stadium. I should have played the stadium. I forgot about that possibility of Sydney. What do I want to do here? I really want to get energy, and do I want another Pokemon in play? Possibly. So I will throw down my stadium. I don't want to put down these other Pokemon. There are definitely liabilities. I could throw down, though, a Moltres could be very nice for me because then I can get 1-shots with him also. Right? Yeah, 90. It doesn't apply weakness, but I can 1-shot not any of the Durants with him. So I think I'll throw this down. I'm going to rope because therefore it gives me the possibility of knocking out a Durant, which I'd prefer to do that rather than knocking out the Snorlax and make it a little harder for them. Throw up Talonflame because he has free retreat. I am going to Marnie. They drew into 7, so that's... So what do I want to do here? I guess I need to Entei. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw that energy on. Gonna retreat. I don't want Choice Belt, but I'm just trying to decide whether, I guess I'll just attack. So take it to Fry. Obviously easy knockout since they're weak to me, and even without weakness, they were knocked out. I would have liked to have got an energy in the discard, because then I could accelerate to Moltres, and I'd have that option. But I don't. I still have a switch card, which is quite nice. So they Bird Keeper to help draw. We're both confused. Galar Mine. I can switch though, but I've got to. I really need to. All right. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's a good play for them. Echoing Horn down Lumineon. I guess I should have seen that coming, and maybe not discarded that. And they may throw down my Crobat too, and that could cause me some trouble here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it does right now. It does 120. So I do not have knockout at the moment. So what do I do? I can use the ability. I could boss and try to knock out the Durant. That's definitely an option. I could. Then I'll save my switch. I think that's the play right now. So I'm gonna attach to. I think that's the play. So I'm gonna might as well attach so I can start to attack with this other guy if I choose to. Boss up the one without that, and I'm just gonna attack and see if I hit heads, and I did. So another knockout. That is good. Got a research, which I don't want to use in this game probably because they're trying to deck me out, so I don't want to speed up the discarding. I've got what I need in play to get these knockouts. I would like to switch and not be confused. That would be nice so I don't have to worry about the coin toss, but we'll see what happens here. I mean, I do have the switch, but I can't attack with the other Pokemon yet. I really need to get an energy in the discard in my stadium. I'm down to 2 stadiums. We'll see what happens. With their milling, I might not be able to get a stadium in play. That's part of the difficulty. I wish I had played that stadium earlier. Although maybe it wouldn't have mattered. So now they're going to mill for 4. They got their whole bench set up quite nicely. So let's see where I'm at here. 2 stadiums still. So do I want... I think I'm going to attach and Marnie, I think, is my play here. Because I really would like to get an energy on to the Moltres. Keep the switch. I mean, that may get discarded, but, well, it won't get discarded now because that can't happen. All right, so... don't play Cape because it doesn't help, so I'm going to draw one. I should have done that. See, I misplayed, I gotta say. With that, attack, see if I hit heads. I got tails. So 30. I'm not going to knock myself out, really, but the problem is I give my opponent an extra turn, so that's one more time I get milled. And that's the question. I have 30 cards in my deck right now, so... am I going to get my knockouts before then? And the fact that they threw down the Lumineon on my bench isn't good. At some point, they will boss up the Lumineon, and I will have to switch. I could attach to Entei at some point and retreat, but I don't really want to throw away energies either. So we'll see what happens. 4 cards gone. 4 no mag. All right. Not terrible. I will Draw a card, because I'm going to Marnie, so cards in hand are cards that don't get discarded. I will attach the Talonflame. Now I have another attacker that's guaranteed. Tail. So that's my second tails. I am now only 1 out of 3 for attacking with confusion with my coin tosses. And this is what could cost me the game. And you know, it is what it is. Now that's the limitation of Durant, because it's, you know, it's if they win the game, it's probably maybe because of these coin tosses. And it is what it is, you know. Let's see. Now, still have 2 stadiums left. I think I'll throw an energy on to him, right? Or let me throw an energy onto Moltres, which is good. I don't think I want to retreat him, though, do I? I don't think I do. That's annoying. That's annoying. Do not throw another Pokemon into play. Alright, got a heads. Good. It's close now. You know, they got a couple more turns and I lose, though. So I've got to... What's my boss situation? I play 4 boss. I have 3 still. Alright, I play 4. I'm... Right, yep. Checking my deck list. For most of these decks, I will print out a deck list. That way I can consult it during game and when I'm picking out what deck I want to play. If I get a boss, I would definitely want to take out a Durant without Curse Shovel. See what I lost. Let me turn off the stack view for this, then it shows me an Entei. So not terrible. Okay, so those are good ones to lose. I don't want to throw down a Durant on the bench. That would not help me. I do want to boss up Durant with energy, and then I don't have I mean, I could retreat for free. I mean, do I want to do that? Retreat? Do I want to retreat? Let me think. I need 3 attacks. 1, 2. All right, I'm going to retreat. I think I'm in trouble. I think if I don't retreat here, I'm in a lot of trouble. Let me see if I have hit switch. I did not. So actually, I'll go to, I'll go to him and throw a basic back on there. Get the knockout. So that's... I'm probably going to deck out, though. I don't know. See, they could Snorlax. They bought that turn. I may have to retreat into Talonflame if they don't do something. Let's see. Boss. Let me do stack view so I can see what I actually have. So I'm down to... I still have 2 boss. If I get a boss, I'll take out a Durant without a Curse Shovel. Yeah, they did that. What's my switch count? I still have all 3 switch, right? 3 switch I play. Yep. I have... So that's... Alright, see what I hit here. That not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I do have Marnie. So let me accelerate to him. Marnie, and then I could... I'd probably switch into Entei, probably, right? I got switch to switch. That is very nice. So I think I have game now with that. So I want to switch into Entei, right? What's the Marnie count? I'm out of Marnie, so I don't really want to draw extra cards. I think I just want to knock him out. If I had Marnie in the deck, then I would have used the draw ability. What is it? Fleet-footed to draw a card, because if I could get a Marnie in hand, that would be worthwhile. But I have Marnie. I have Switch in hand, so even if they boss me, I win. I think I have game on board. So doesn't matter what they do here. Yeah, I have games, so I will just switch into Talonflame. I'll attack with him. I could attack with the other one. Doesn't really matter. Boom, and I win. So I won. So I have to discard 1 energy, which again synergizes well with the stadium because it's an energy in the discard. So there's a game against Durant, not the most exciting deck to go against. How long has it been? 20. I'm going to do one more game here, hopefully something more exciting than Durant. If it's another Durant deck, I will not record it because I don't think anybody wants to watch that. So anyway, the key to Durant there is I played it slow. I minimized getting Pokemon into play. They horned 1 extra card onto the bench, which they were able to gust up, but as I say, I was able to switch out of it, so reserving resources. So I have a mulligan here, and so let's see. Well, I won't see their deck. They'll know what I have a little bit. So I will start Entei. He has the ability, but I don't really want to start Bidoof. I would have started Talonflame whenever that's an option. So Leafeon, they're weak to me. Now Leafeon has some interesting options depending what the build. There's the Leafeon VMAX. There's also Leafeon V Star. So I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they have water. So Oh, there's a deck which I've been playing with Leafeon, and it plays Beedrill, which then knocks out a. So I want to fleet-footed. I think through the sequence. So I might not want to play down special energy here. So do I want to get rid of something here? I think I do. What do I want to get rid of, though? Boss? That's a tricky one. No. I think I want to just... I think I want to cape. I hate to get rid of boss. I think I'm going to get rid of boss. I'd like to keep boss, but I have 3 more. And I'm going to... Do I want to... No, I don't want to research that away. I guess I want a Crobat. See what I hit. Because I would like... Okay, I cannot get rid of these cards. That would be terrible. I could rope, though. I could rope. So do I want to rope? My Entei, I'll see 1 more card. And that would throw up his Sobble. I think I want to rope. I can use fleet-footed since it's a different Entei. I can only use it once per Pokemon. And I'm just going to... Do I want to throw something else on the bench? I don't know that I want the Heat Fire Energy. So I'm going to make the risky play here. Throw away those and get a Talonflame, which is a pretty good bench. So I'm set up pretty well at the end of this. I have 2 Bibarels, so I'll get 1 card I can play. And let me see, I don't have basic energy. With Training Court, I could get a basic energy back, which obviously that's something else I could use. So I think I want to do this. And this. And then I'm going to attach, and then Bibarel. I think that's I'm waiting on the Entei on purpose this time. So I will Bibarel, get 5, and if I thin, I can Bibarel again, if I so choose. So I will see what I get. If I get a switch card, then I can get the knockout. I don't have a switch card, so in order to attack, I've got to get something to help me. So I'm going to Marnie. I've discarded the rope. I still have all 3 switch in deck. I'm going to get rid of, let's say, Lumineon. I'm going to assume he's playing the Beedrill and get rid of the Heat Fire. If they're not playing the Beedrill, then it's unfortunate. And I just want to fail on that. What's my switching situation? I have L3 switch. Okay, so I fail to keep my hand size small. I'll draw 3 cards. See what I hit. Got a Cape. So I'll throw a Cape on him, and I will pass. So I'd missed my switching card, so I couldn't attack. That's unfortunate. They did keep calling. They only got 1 on the bench, so I'm assuming they have 2 Sobbles prize, because I don't see why they wouldn't have wanted at least 1 more Sobble on the bench, if not all 3 on the bench. But they have Drizzile, so they have access to 1 trainer card of their choice. So the Drizzile, the Inteleon engine is a very good engine. One of the things that with the Entei deck is it uses the Bibarel engine, which is something I'm not familiar with, but it's been good for me. It's forced me to get to understand a different type of deck. So one where I'm discarding, I'm thinning, so I can draw with Bibarel. But you don't just want to throw everything to Bibarel max. You want to discard intelligently. Let's see, what's in the discard? Yeah, Pokemon Search and Energy Search. So in the Ivy Star V power, they can switch a card. So fortunately, they cannot knock me out though. So they got the Beedrill down. So special energy, yeah, as I suspected. This is a deck I play, or at least a very similar deck. I don't think I play Mew in that deck list, but Mew is a nice card. You look at the top 6 cards if it's active, and you reveal an item, and they get to take that item. So they get a net, so they can attack. They'll scoop it up probably. So but they play Bibarel, which is the single strike cards. So I want to. What do I want to do? I guess I want to get a card here. I get a Magma Basin. That is nice. I want to. I think I want to attach the active. And then I believe I want to research. I might want to thin, though, my deck. So let's see. I don't need 2 more Enteis, so I'll get rid of an Entei. Might want the Moltres, so I'll discard. So I'm going to use 1 Bibarel now. I'll get 2 more cards, and then I'll research and then see. Partly because I don't mind getting energy in the discard is partly why I did that. It's because I have my stadium now, so I can throw some energy on. And I have... So I want to switch for sure. I remember use the ability, so I'm getting better about that. I'm going to accelerate to this other Entei because then I can attack with him. I don't think I want to play Choice Belt. I think now I just attack. Take the knockout. They're playing a deck that I enjoy. So, I may, if you haven't done it, take a look at the deck. I may make a video on it. If you have interest in it, you can just put that in the comments. The Beedrill with Leafeon and Inteleons. And in the deck I play, I play Empoleon in that deck, which I haven't seen from them. If they play it, you'd want to get that in the discard pile as quickly as possible. So they might not play it. I think their build's a little different. Yeah, I'm pulling out my deck list here, just to see about them. Yeah, I don't play Mew in my deck list, so their deck's a little different than mine, but they have a lot of options, and they can attack with the Inteleon. They have the energies. What do they have on it? They have 1 water. They can get 2, so it'll do 240, but it won't because of it won't one-shot me. This Entei could be with an attack and a ping. 1 more ping, and they'll be able to one-shot me. So that Inteleon's dangerous. It could one-shot my Entei. down the road at some point. And if they attack with Inteleon, say, to another Pokemon he has on the bench, it does 20 to one bench Pokemon, and that would be that's a strong candidate for that. But I have boss now, which is very good. 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, so 10. So I'm doing 200 damage right now. So they're going to take the knockout, which is okay. I mean, it's not, I'm not thrilled about it, but it's not terrible. So I'll throw up Talonflame. He's got free retreat. So I think what I want to do here, do I want to get Moltres into this game? I could Moltres and knock out the Drizzile, actually. That might be a good play here. So Moltres, accelerate to Moltres, 90. I have Boss. Do I want to take out the Moltres this turn? Knowing the Drizzile, I think I do. So I'm going to take him out, retreat into him, and don't attach special energy, and we'll just go. Do I have more energy in there? That's a good question. I might have, maybe I should have, I do have Raihan, and do I have any basic energy? I don't have any basic energy in the discard, so got to be aware of that. I play, 8 in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 in play. So he's going to take the knockout with this guy, put 20 on him probably. That's okay. At least we'll see what he does. I do want to get basic energy in the discard to Raihan, but I will have that with the, if my Moltres gets knocked out, then I get basic energy in the discard to Raihan. I got to think, like gameplay, did I make the right move there knocking out the Drizzile? I set back their engine because they couldn't use that this turn, and they couldn't attack with the Inteleon, which I'm a bit surprised by that. So, but they're now set up for double Drizzile next turn. So, it's interesting. They've used their V-Star power, so they can only they have to have Boss now if they want to switch, which playing Boss, knocking out Talonflame. They don't have the knockout. That's all right. So what do I want to do here? 260. So any of these 200. Do I want to attack with the stronger or the weaker? That's my question. I'm going to attack with a stronger Entei because he can't get knocked out, I don't believe, next turn. I'm fleet-footed, see what I get. Do I have a big charm? This, well, no, if he gets switched into the active, it doesn't help me. So I guess I just attack here. I mean, this is where weakness comes in, becomes big with this matchup. Since I can one-shot the V-Star without weakness, I could not one-shot them. I'd be two-shotting them. It would be a two-shot versus two-shot situation. The Leafeon, the fact it can't even one-shot the Talonflame, it's a limitation. The important thing for this matchup is I knew what my opponent was doing. Figured that they probably played Beedrill, so I avoided attaching any of the heat, the special energy, the heat fire energy. If I had, then that's a free one shot for them, but they can't force me to attach the special energy. So I think I'm in good shape here. I have Boss. I can one shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be able to win next turn. I haven't used my my Echoing Horn, which I might not get. That's okay. I think I want a Boss for win is what I want to do. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right now. Entei does 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does 180. Well, no, with weakness, that's right. I keep forgetting. Weakness, I have the easy knockout. So even if they evolve, do I knock out the VMAX if they play that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Does 180. Yeah, 180 times, that's 360. So even if they have the VMAX, I will knock that out. Now it does 120. See, so the Beedrill, if it has special energy, you're knocked out, which is a very good card right now because there's a lot of special energy in the top decks, and but it also does 110, which is what they use there. But I have Boss. I'm just gonna say well played to be nice. Because I do like their deck. They're weak to me, so you know it's tough to overcome. So there you go. That shows the deck working in a better format, not against Mill. So the Entei came through, got 2 wins there. So it's a deck I suggest trying out. I'll also just let you know, we have the next expansions coming out soon, Astral Radiance, I think it's called, in a few weeks. So what I'm doing to prep for that is I'm saving my coins, save them up, don't spend them. I've been doing that for the last several weeks because that way you can buy the new packs when they become available in the store and save up your tickets. I got a good haul there because once the new packs are available, then the events, the in-game events, which is under this section, will give just the new packs for rewards, and that's really a good time. You want to use up your packs then to get the newest packs of the newest expansion because that's the currency. So hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.